Welcome back to another episode of Quick Picks with the Geek. I am your host, Bro Power the Geek. All right, next up we've got a certified someone's getting hurt matchup between two men who look like they both type how to punch harder into YouTube at least once a week. It's Trevin the Problem Giles versus Andreas Gustafsson, and this one might not last long, but it's definitely going to be violent. Picture a bar fight where both guys used to wrestle in high school, and now they're trying to prove a point to their exes. Let's get into it. Trevin, the Problem Giles, stepping in as a plus 135 underdog with a record of 16-7. And folks, Trevin is the kind of guy who will make you think, man, he's got all the tools, before immediately losing his toolbox mid-fight. Trevin's got solid boxing, clean jab, slick head movement, decent low kicks. And when he lets his hands go, it's actually pretty beautiful. He's patient, sometimes too patient, like he's waiting for an RSVP before throwing combos. The guy's like a human version of a buffering video. You're just sitting there going, come on man, load already. He's also got good wrestling, solid takedown defense, scrambles well, hard to hold down. He's a brown belt in BJJ and knows how to work his way back to the feet when taken down. So you're not gonna lay and pray this dude. Problem is, he's got 6 career losses by finish, 3 by knockout, 3 by submission. That's not just a red flag, that's a whole damn NASCAR track. And lately, he's been hitting the skid row, 3-fight losing streak. Sure, it's been to killers, but at this point saying he's only losing to monsters is starting to feel like saying he only crashes Lamborghinis. Cool story, still totaled. But credit where it's due, Trevin doesn't quit. He's tough, he's well-rounded, and he's the kind of guy who makes every fight interesting, even if you're not sure which version of him is going to show up. Maybe it's the problem, maybe it's the puzzle, maybe it's the mild inconvenience. Across the cage, we've got Andreas Gustafsson marching in as a minus 165 favorite with a record of 11-2 and the kind of fighting style that says blocking is for cowards. Andreas is a straight-up brawler, not a technician, not a finesse guy. This dude is here to crash into you like a Viking dodgeball player. His style? Throw heat, absorb fire, and land nukes of his own. He's like if you gave a wrecking ball cardio and taught it how to low kick. He's got real power. 7 of his 11 wins are finishes. He throws to hurt, and he believes in his chin like it's part of a prophecy. But let's be honest. His defense is, I hit you before you hit me harder. He fights with the confidence of a guy who's never been KO'd, which he hasn't, yet. Now, the elephant in the room, level of competition. It's not exactly a murderer's row he's been facing, more like a mildly annoyed yoga class. This fight, this is his biggest test by far. Trevin's got the experience, the fight IQ, and the skills to really make Andreas work. But Gustafsson's gonna pressure him, hard. He's gonna walk him down, throw hammers, and try to drag Giles into the kind of war that's less about skill and more about survival instincts. So, who wins? If this stays on the feet, and it probably will, Andreas is gonna try to make it a dogfight. And Trevin doesn't like dogfights. He likes distance, rhythm, the kind of striking battle where he can think and measure. But if he waits too long, he's going to be measuring the ceiling lights. Trevin can crack. Don't get it twisted, he has power. If Andreas gets sloppy and hangs out in the pocket too long, he might get chin-checked into a staring contest with the ref. But Trevin's history with big punchers isn't great. He gets overwhelmed, and Andreas has the kind of volume and pressure that can melt guys who overthink. Also, Trevin's durability is a question mark. 3 of his last 6 fights ended with him on the canvas, looking like someone just unplugged his controller. That's not great when you're fighting a guy who only knows how to throw with murder intentions. Official pick, Andreas Gustafsson by knockout. Trevin's more technical, but Andreas is meaner, more aggressive, and built like he's late for a bar brawl. This feels like one of those welcome to the UFC moments, designed to make Andreas look like Thor with tattoos. Unless Trevin comes in aggressive and catches him early, I see Gustafsson walking him down, throwing heaters, and eventually finding that chin. Hide the breakables, this one's gonna be messy. If you enjoyed this, go ahead and smash that like button. If you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss a beat when the next video drops. And don't be shy. Leave a comment below and let me know who you got winning this fight. Let's see who really has the crystal ball around here. Until next time.